The most common question I get is, well, AJ, how do I build confidence when it comes to the jumps? You need to build confidence by picking jumps that are safe to progress on. This comes with any skill level. I see way too many riders jump the 40-foot tabletop and then go to the 65-foot peaky double where if you case it by 4 feet, you're gonna break your wrist. And it's like, well, why did you choose that jump instead of going to 4 others to build before we got there? The reason we need to build safely and on jumps that are forgiving is because our timing is not going to be super accurate at the beginning. Most of us here are probably going 10 feet long randomly for no reason at all. Coming up 20 feet short randomly for no reason at all. That's normal to happen at the beginning. So you really need to assess the obstacle first. I see a lot of people that get to the level where they're almost ready to do the bigger jumps, but they haven't acquired the skill set just yet. And what I mean by that is they don't know how to brake tap in the air. They don't know how to upshift in the air or downshift in the air. They don't know how to adjust for body English. If they do get shot a little front and high, what do I do? If you get kicked a little sideways, they don't know what to do. So, and then all of a sudden they find themselves on an 80-foot jump flying through the air and they just completely freeze up because they don't have those tools acquired just yet. You can learn how to do all of the things I just said on a 10-foot jump. So do that on the jump with low risk. Just this, you could jump this right to the top of this little plateau part, which is, it looks like less than 20 feet. And you can practice the brake tap. So for those of you that haven't brake tapped yet, practice it right there. If you stall, if you mess up, if it scares you a little bit, you're on the ground before it even goes wrong. Hey guys, before we get back to this video, Element, I'm drinking it today. I drink it every day, morning, night, whether I'm working out, whether I'm just hanging out, whether I'm podcasting. Has all the electrolytes that you need. Nothing that you don't need. No sugars, no artificial flavors like the other junk has. I'm a chronic cramper, so for me, having the proper electrolyte powder to drink throughout the day is critically important. I will get Charlie horses to the point where I can't even walk and my whole body will seize up. Go to drinklmnt.com/AJCat330 where you can try 8 of their flavors for free with your order. They're a huge supporter of our channel, huge supporter of the podcast as well. Show them some support. You can't buy it in stores, so make sure you go to that link, drinklmnt.com/AJCat330. All right, so this is gonna be the wrong way to do it. I'm gonna show you guys the wrong way versus the right way. This is low gear, landing front end up, letting the knees be too far forward. By the way, that was the wrong way to do it, just so you guys aren't confused. So, and the wrong way is too low of a gear. It's accelerating hard last second on the jump face, trying to get that speed right as you go off the takeoff, which is incorrect. It's flat-footed with the knees forward, which if you do that on the takeoff, it actually compresses the front and unloads the front, and you end up landing front and high like you saw me doing. And then on the landings, you saw me just cave and crash into the bike, which is also incorrect. So now I'm gonna do it correct and show you guys the jump progression. All right, so this is gonna be the right way to do it. Don't even have to clear the jump. Nice and smooth, knees back, landing front tire first, legs strong when you land. That's the big thing, strong when you land. I think that's the biggest misconception with jumping is people think they need to land and absorb with the bike. Strong legs, head forward. Alright, so this is going up the fourth gear, nice and smooth, head forward. And then the final step of progression is going to be actually like scrubbing, so pushing through a little bit harder. So as I start to hit it more at race speed, the biggest difference is I'm actually coasting the jump face because I'm approaching with that much speed, right? Notice how far forward my head is, notice how far back the knees stay and my legs stay strong. That jump is even smaller than I remember it being last time. So did you say the same thing, or did you think that? It's almost like they pushed it together. It feels higher and it feels shorter. So really be careful jumping that for the first time because it's very easy to go long on, but it's even more safe than before to just go a little further each time. Does that make sense? Look pretty easy. Any questions? Yeah. What gear were you in? Actually, I went up to 4th that last time. I don't know if you heard it kind of almost lug when I landed the first jump. So what I would do now is I would experiment. I'd actually hit the first jump in third and then upshift to fourth off the second one, just to get a little bit more drive. That time I short shifted fourth before it and it just lugged a little bit back there. But by the time I get here, fourth's sweet.
Oh yeah, it looks so smooth.
Like I basically coasted the whole way.
Yeah. You feel like the jump kind of just sends you into that right positioning, right?
Yeah, so I didn't have to brake tap at all because it's just, that's a perfect jump face.
Yeah.
So on a perfect jump face, I mean, if our head is far enough forward in the air, the goal is to get that front tire to land first. That's the biggest thing, is making sure we can land. Even when I jumped to here, what did you guys see? Boom, front tire first, front tire first. We gotta get consistent with that before we do anything else.